Hi, welcome to KidTime. Today is June 28th, 2020. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz, and I am the Director of Children's Ministries at Our Redeemer's Lutheran Church, and I'm so glad that you're here to join us today. So, let's get started with our materials. All right, so here's our materials list for KidTime today. So first you're going to need the Pool of Siloam KidTime worksheet. That looks a little something like this. Now here's a little warning for all of you parents out there who have been wonderfully and dutifully following me all along. For July and August I won't be sending home worksheets because the activities that we're doing don't really come with lots of worksheets. So what I'm just going to do is post them online. So when you do the KidTime lesson, you're just going to have to make sure to print it out. All right, next we have the Pool of Siloam stickers. Okay, so those should look like this. Same thing, these won't be coming home in July and August. All right, number 3, a small piece of paper cut into the shape of a square. Something kind of like this. Okay. Next, you'll need tape. Next, you'll need a brown crayon marker or colored pencil. Next, you'll need pencil or some type of other writing utensil. So a utensil is something you can write with or eat with. You don't need the type that you eat with today. And then lastly, crayons, markers, or colored pencils. Awesome. Alrighty, let's get started. We're going to start by welcoming everybody today with our welcome song. Okay, so just as usual, I'll use my name the first time around. And you guys can just listen. The second time around, it's your turn to jump in and sing with me. All right, here we go. Liz is here, Liz is here. Clap your hands and give a cheer. Liz is in God's house today. Hooray, 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 hooray. Alrighty, friends, it's your turn. Join in with me. Liz is here, Liz is here. Clap your hands and give a cheer. Liz is in God's house today. Hooray, 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 hooray. Beautiful job. Alrighty. So we're going to get to our story for today. So I'm going to show you the pictures to start with. So our story is called Pool of Siloam. Whew, that's a big word. Siloam. Siloam. What do you see in this picture here? What do you see? Okay, so you might see the water, which we'll assume is the Pool of Siloam, right? You might see Jesus here, or maybe it's somebody else. I'm not sure. Actually, do you think that's Jesus? I don't think that one is. How about this guy down here? What's Squiggles up to? Squiggles' eyes are wide open in our picture. What do Squiggles and the man see? They both look like they're staring at something, don't they? Yeah, it looks like they're looking at the water, or maybe they're looking at their faces because their faces are in the reflection down here in the pool. Kind of neat. So Jesus opened something in this story. Let's read and find out what it is. All right. Jesus met a blind man on the road. He told the blind man, "I'm Jesus. Some people call me the light of the world. I'll bring light to you for the first time by helping you see." "No, Jesus," other people said. "This man must have done something wrong or he wouldn't be blind." But Jesus knew the people were wrong. Jesus knew just what to do to heal the blind man. First, he took some dirt from the ground and added some of his own spit. He spit into the ground. Did you hear that? Let's keep reading. He mixed it until he made mud. Finally, he pressed the mud over the blind man's eyes. Jesus told the man to go and wash his eyes in the Pool of Siloam. Splash, splash! The blind man washed the mud off his eyes. The very first thing the man saw was water. The second thing he saw was his face in the water. The blind man remembered Jesus' words, "I'll give you light." Many people were shocked by what Jesus did. Some people were mad because Jesus could do what they could not do. So they asked the man who used to be blind many questions. "How can you see?" they asked him. "Jesus made me see," he said. "That's not true," they replied. "Yes, it is. Jesus is a holy man," he said. "Really? Really? Jesus could heal you too." Some people were afraid that Jesus could heal people. They closed their eyes and didn't want to see any more about Jesus. "Go away," they said to the man who could now see. He went away. Jesus heard about what happened and went to find the man. When Jesus found him, Jesus didn't tell the man to go away. Jesus stayed with him. The man believed Jesus was the light of the world. Wow. Wow, that's a really neat story. First of all, I want to ask, and this is a question you can share at home, or you could just talk to the computer screen, but do you know anybody who has trouble seeing? Or do you know somebody who's blind and can't see at all? I bet you that you do. Did you know that I have trouble seeing? Probably didn't even know that, did you? Because I don't usually wear glasses. But a lot of people have trouble seeing. And Jesus recognizes that some people are born that way. And that they just need to be loved and cared for. So no one wanted to see the blind man who had been healed by Jesus. The people said, "Go away." And he did. That's kind of sad. Okay, so what did Jesus open? What did Jesus open in our story today? That's right. So he opened the blind man's eyes. What did the man see first? What did he see first when he was cleaning out his eyes in the Pool of Siloam? He saw water, and then he saw his reflection. That means he saw his face in the water. Jesus used spit to make mud and opened the eyes of the blind man. That's pretty cool, but also kind of yucky, huh? Yeah, a little bit. I want you guys, can you remember what happened at the end of the story? What happened at the very end of the story? After all the people said, "Go away, we don't want to be around you," to the blind man who could see now. What did Jesus do? Yeah, so Jesus went and found the man and stayed with him. That's pretty amazing, I think. Jesus opens our eyes to see that he is the light of the world. Because Jesus is the light of the world. All right, get out your worksheets. Okay, there's my worksheet. All right, and your stickers. So who is this man? Who is this man? We now know it's not Jesus, right? It's who? It's the blind man. Yeah, he looks a little different in this picture. What's different about him? Yeah, so he's missing his eyes. He doesn't have any eyes at all. Even if you are blind, you're usually born with eyes. So what I want you to do, because his eyes are open now, right? Because Jesus in this picture had already healed him. I want you to find your sticker that has the open eyes. Okay? I want you to put that in the circle there. There he is, eyes wide open. Wow, how exciting. All right, next we're going to add a flap of paper so we can really open and close the man's eyes. So go ahead and pick up your little square piece of paper and then an itty bitty teensy weensy tiny bit of tape. Okay? All right. And you're just going to tape the very top part, just the very top part. See how I just have the top part taped? And I'm going to put that on top of the blind man's eyes like that. Okay. Now we covered up his eyes again. We need to add something else. What do you think we need to add? I want everyone to look at your stickers. What do you think we're going to add there so that we can open and close the blind man's eyes, just like Jesus did? That's right. So we need the closed eyes. Guys, where he is closed and he's still blind, okay? And I'm just going to add that sticker right on top, just like that. Okay? All right. Now, Jesus opened the blind man's eyes. Let's see what happens. Whoop. There they are. They're open. Whoop. They're closed. Open, closed. We're helping Jesus open the blind man's eyes. So the man can now see himself. Pretty amazing. What did Jesus do to help the blind man open his eyes? What was it that he did? Can you guys think back to the story? It was a little bit gross if you remember correctly. That's right. He made mud. He made mud out of his own spit. And then he rubbed it on the blind man's eyes. And then he said, go wash your eyes in the Pool of Siloam. So, get out your brown crayon, colored pencil, or marker. And we're going to color around. Oh no, I got a marker that doesn't work. Not very well. That's okay. I'll make it happen for this project at least, huh? Okay, so I colored around, you guys see, kind of around the outside on my white area of my flap, so that we could see that there was mud there. Hopefully you guys have markers that work a little better, because I accidentally grabbed a marker that doesn't work, or crayons or colored pencils. I accidentally grabbed one that doesn't work very well. Whoops, there we go. So there's the mud, and he's about to wash it off so that he can see. So go ahead and do that now. Pause your video if you need to. All right. So Jesus opened the blind man's eyes. Jesus opens our eyes. The blind man washed his eyes in the Pool of Siloam. Alrighty. We're going to move on to the next activity on the back of our worksheet. Right. So did you know that when people can't see well, objects may look blurry or even fuzzy? So once again, who knows somebody who has glasses or contacts? Okay, so even somebody who has glasses or contacts and can't see very well, when they don't have the glasses or the contacts on or in, they see things pretty fuzzy. They can't see things very clearly. When I wake up in the morning and I don't have my contacts in and I'm not wearing my glasses, I look around me and the world is a little bit fuzzy. So I'm sure some of you, because I know some of you probably have glasses, have experienced that same thing. So I want you to look at these blurry pictures. This is what the world looks like through eyes that are out of focus. Each of these fuzzy pictures matches a clear picture. Let's open our eyes to see which pictures match. Okay? So when you find a match, you're going to draw a line to connect the two pictures. So let's start with this fuzzy picture down here. What one does that one look like? Look at the colors in it. You're right. That one kind of matches with this one. Okay, so draw a line that connects these two. So what is it a picture of? Right, it's a picture of an orange, or oranges, right? Okay, let's go to this next fuzzy picture. It's hard to tell, but can you see one that it matches well with? You're right, it's up here. They have very similar colors. It's a puppy. So let's match our puppies together. All right. Let's go here. Oh, do you guys see a match for this one? Do you see purple colors anywhere? I don't either. We'll come back to that one. Let's go here. Let's look at this fuzzy picture. Can you tell where that one matches? You're right, it matches over here. So let's connect these two. So it's a field with the sky and a rainbow. Oh, so beautiful. Those would be really pretty things to see if you'd never seen them before. Can you imagine how the blind man felt? Pretty cool. Okay. Jesus opens our eyes so we can see clearly, like the clear pictures that we have here, the oranges, the rainbow, and the puppy. One blurry picture is missing a match, right? Can you guess what this picture is, though? Any guesses? Guess what? I think you guys guessed it. It's Jesus, isn't it? And you have a sticker that has the clear picture. So go ahead and pick up the sticker that looks like Jesus sitting. And you're gonna put it in that little spot, that little rectangle spot there. And then we're gonna connect the two because we found another match. Let's see, it's Jesus. So Jesus opens our eyes so that we can keep our eyes focused on him and follow him. Following Jesus. Pretty cool. In the story today, Jesus tells the blind man that he will give him light. Jesus is the light of the world. Now, every time we see a light, I want you to say, Jesus is the light of the world. Do you see a light? So you say, Jesus is the light of the world. Let's practice one more time. Whoop. Jesus is the light of the world. Wow. That's pretty cool. I want you guys to look down here at our worksheet. Do you see all of these fun, beautiful pictures? Is there anything you can think of that they all seem to have in common? That's right. They all bring light, just like Jesus does. So the sun brings light. The flashlight brings light. The light bulb brings light, and the candle brings light. So let's see. Light bulb. Jesus is the light of the world. I see a flashlight. Jesus is the light of the world. I see a candle. Jesus is the light of the world. And finally, I see the sun. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus brings light into dark places so that we can see everything and understand everything. All right, you're going to get out your crayons or your color pencils or your markers now. Because did you know that bright colors are something else that brings light and makes things shine? Because Jesus is the light of the world. So I want you to take your crayons and I want you to color these four beautiful pictures with really bright colors. So I'm going to do one of them for you right now, or with you. Okay. And then you can see what I mean by, wow, that really does bring a lot of light, a lot of happiness into the world. All right, here we go. So I did the sun. Do you see how brightly I colored that? It's very bright. So I hope that you can have the opportunity to color all of these beautiful and bright. I also want you to add your sticker, the very last sticker we have, as a reminder that who brings the light of the world? Who is the light of the world? Jesus. Very good. So don't forget to add that last sticker. So go ahead and pause your video now if you need to catch up. Alrighty. So today we opened lots and lots of things. What all did we open? Do you remember? We opened flaps, we opened eyes, we opened our worksheet, different things. Our hands, right? What did Jesus open in today's story? That's right, he opened a blind man's eyes and our own eyes, right? How did Jesus heal the blind man? Ooh, remember, it was a little gross. That's right, he made mud with spit, his own spit, and then he said, go and wash your face in the Pool of Siloam. Jesus opens our eyes. We can see that Jesus is the light of the world. All right, I want you guys to place your hands near your eyes and open and close them as we say our goodbye prayer today. Just like that, okay? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, we're going to open and close our hands, not our eyes. Just like that. Okay. Dear Jesus, when our eyes are closed and we can't peek, open them wide so we can see. You are the light of the world. Amen. Thank you so much for everybody who joined me today for KidTime. It was wonderful having you. I'll see you next week. Bye.